AdoramaTV presents Getting the Shot with Corey Rich.
Hi, I'm Corey Rich, and you're watching Adorama TV. Adorama is the place where I buy all of my photo and video equipment, both for my professional needs, but also just for fun. In one of the previous episodes, you saw me illustrate how to shoot a split-level fishing photograph. Well, we're still here, and there's still light outside, and so I have a philosophy that's deeply ingrained in me, which is, if there's still light, keep on shooting. So I'm going to switch to actually trying to capitalize on this beautiful location and beautiful light and having a great fisherwoman, Amy, here. And I'm going to try to find some details in the world of fishing. When you're trying to tell a complete story, when you're building a picture package, you want the wide shots, you want the medium shots, and you want the details. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. Using a Nikon D4S, my go-to detail lens is the Nikkor 50mm f1.4 lens. It has a pretty impressive minimum focus distance, which allows me to really get in close to the subject and allow the focus to be on the object or the detail that I'm trying to make the photograph about. When I think about details, it's really about what element of that subject, what little piece of the equation helps to tell the story. In this case, Amy uses flies. Sometimes she ties those flies by hands, sometimes she buys them in a store, but the flies are literally what they sound like. They're man-made objects that imitate or look like the flies that might land on this water and entice a fish to come up and bite that fly. So I want to have Amy actually hold the fly in front of her face. I'll start by, of course, shooting the fly box that's full of lots of different flies, different shapes, sizes, colors. And then eventually what I realized was the most interesting photograph was Amy holding the fly in front of her, showing it to the camera. I'm at my minimum focus distance on the 50mm 1.4, and you see the context. You get that Amy's a fisherwoman in the sense that she has the waders on, she has outdoorsy looking clothing, she's got the sunglasses, and now she's holding this fly in the foreground with a rod over her shoulder. And that really helps to tell that story in a picture package. And when I talk about picture packages, that's whether those photographs appear on your social media page or whether you're shooting for a magazine. You need a series of images that help communicate the story. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this detail photograph. The light's really beautiful right now, but I'm going to default to backlit. I really love backlit situations. And for macro photography or micro photography or shooting details, backlight works really well. Really, you're dealing with three zones. You're dealing with your foreground object, which is, in this case, the fly, the midground, which is Amy, and then the background, which is this beautiful environment that we're in. Depth of field when you're doing details is really critical. I want the foreground to be in focus, and I want everything else to go out of focus. I'm going to start actually at f1.4, wide open, and see what that looks like. I really like this photograph. In a very simple aesthetic composition, it really helps to communicate more of the fishing story. Now you combine this photograph, the detail, with the split-level fishing photograph that I described in another episode, and you have the beginnings of really communicating, telling the story of what it's like to go fishing. Be sure to check out Adorama's next contest. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you can win. And that's what it's really about. If we can communicate with people using our photographs, then we've done our job. Thanks for listening. I'm Corey Rich. You're watching Adorama TV. Lots of episodes just like this get published on a regular basis. They're completely free. So follow us on our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and come back for more. Thanks for listening.
Do you want great looking prints at low cost? Be sure to visit our easy-to-use online printing service. Adorama Pix has professionals who treat your images with the utmost care that you can count on. For a quick turnaround on photos, cards, or albums, use AdoramaPix.com.